Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking. Today I'm going to make a white chicken chili. I've never made this and it's something I've always wanted to try, so I am going to do that today. However, I'm doing it with a little bit of different ingredients than what I think it normally calls for. I always like to do things my own way, I guess. I've got a couple of fairly good sized chicken breasts in here. To my crock pot, I'm going to add a can of drained white corn. Now, obviously, you could use regular yellow corn if you want to. Now, the recipe actually calls for navy beans, but I didn't have any canned navy beans, and I didn't want to have to cook the, uncooked ones from scratch because those take forever. So I am using a can of seasoned butter beans. They're about the right color, right? And they are drained as well. I think these will be good. And the seasoning, you can never have too much seasoning, right? I have 1 cup of chicken broth. Almost forgot what it was. I'm just going to pour that all around. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin and 1 complete package of ranch salad dressing mix. And I'm going to give all that a stir because I want my seasonings to actually be mixed in. I kind of think it probably should have been liquids first, but it's fine. I just don't really want to see those liquid or those dry ingredients sitting on top cooking all day like that. A nice little stir, kind of get it mixed up. Okay, that should be good. Now, I'm going to go ahead, my chicken breasts were completely thawed out. And you can also use thighs if you prefer. I know a lot of people prefer the dark meat. I am going to set this on low, and it is going to cook for probably 7 or so hours. I need the chicken to be completely done. Once the chicken is completely done, I'll be back. There's more steps to this. This is not it, unfortunately, but everything will be done in this one pot. There's just more stuff that has to go in it. This has been in the pot for several hours, and I think my chicken looks like it is tender enough to get nice, and oh yeah, that's just falling apart. So I'm going to get this all shredded up so that I can get the last of the ingredients added and let it stay on low for probably another hour or so, and then it'll be ready to eat. It smells amazing. I'll bring you back when I get all this shredded up. All chopped up, and now I am going to add 2 more cups of chicken broth. I am going to add about a 1/3 cup of sour cream. I'm using the full fat kind, but you can use whatever sour cream you would like. And you can always add a little more or a little less if you prefer, or leave it out completely if you don't like it. Mix all that together. The sour cream should go ahead and mix up pretty easily. Then, the last ingredient is cream cheese. So I have about a 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and I'm just going to I cut them all into squares just so it'll melt a little bit easier. I'm just going to stir that in and leave the crock pot on low. I'm going to go ahead and cover it back up, leave it on low, probably at least an hour. I'll come and check it. Once it's all melted, it's ready to eat. Got just a little bit dished up in my little tiny bowl here. I'm going to add some of my favorite pepper to this. Now, originally, I believe this recipe calls for some Rotel, which I would gladly put in it, except for Jesse does not like Rotel. You can kind of see there's some of the corn, and got some beans in there. Just gonna take a bite. It's probably really hot. That is really good. It sort of has that traditional chili taste to it, but it's also a little different. And as I was adding like the cream cheese and the ranch mix and stuff, I was kind of thinking, man, this is a lot like my cracked chicken that I make, but it tastes very different from that. And it doesn't taste exactly like chili, but it does have that little bit of flavor. That is delicious. I definitely recommend you give that recipe a try. That is really good. If you do give it a try, or if you've made something like this already before, let me know what you thought of it. Give me a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Happy eating.